Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. So on the floor for Houston, Modiunas and Howard, the post pair. McLemore is out there with Elfrid Payton, and it's Young in at the 3 spot. Modiunas' shot is good.
Always nice to get the first lead of the game.
Yeah, I agree with you there because it, to me, is just much more comforting to play from the front than to be battling from behind.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie. And the Rockets have lost out on some free agent wars the past few years. They have remained competitive, but you wonder what could have been if they landed or kept some of those big names.
Houston moving the ball around. Shot clock at 3. Not enough on that one as it misses. On offense, here are the Heat. Rose kicks to Dang. Off target from 3-point range. And with the Rockets, it's no secret that they take a very analytical approach to team building. Greg, you and I have talked about that. And Clark, you know, you wonder if that hurts them in free agency.
Well, you know, when your front office makes no qualms about viewing players as simply just assets, it can be a hard sell to a free agent.
Last outing for Houston, it was a loss to the Pelicans in New Orleans. Bosh with it, and Young picks him up defensively. One-on-one here. And then Young with the dunk. Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rack.
Check out the fellas. Check out his teammates over on the bench. So they are going crazy.
Now, here's Rose. A good portion of the scoring has come from him. He averages more than 18 points a game. Here's Mozgov. Oh, tried to dunk it home, but drew the foul, and it'll go to the line. It's on Modiunas.
And that's how you want to use your fouls, not allowing him to get to the rim.
Yeah, I agree. That's a good play. I mean, you stop the sure thing, slam dunk with that foul. And I think you send a bit of a message, too, about your physicality and force in the basket area.
Now, here is Young. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. Miami trailing. Rose kicks to Dang. Rose goes in. And it's Bosh in the corner. Young with the steal. Payton kicks to Modiunas. No good. Great D that time from Green. To the wing on the left. Rose with the ball. And Young picks him up defensively. That's good.
You know what, guys? He can really light it up from the perimeter at times.
There's a screen by Modiunas. Payton kicks to Howard. Miami grabs the miss. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Rose attacking. They kick it out to Green. Off target from outside. The Rockets trail. Payton passes to Howard. Payton outside. Back to Howard. Nifty move. And he lays it up and in.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see them operating a lot of their offense from the interior today.
Rose dishes to Mozgov. They kick it out to Green. Green missing again.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open. And guys, it looked like Nick Young had finally put it all together. I mean, he had a huge campaign 2 years ago, signs a new 4-year deal. Then last year, disaster strikes. I mean, he provided very little to the team outside of shooting the basketball. And even with that, he dropped to a career worst, 37% from the field.
Green kicks to Dang. Lays it up and banks it in. Dang's got 5.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes it.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
Rose passes to Bosch. And it's Rose penetrating.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skills as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight.
Young from outside. Again, Young missing.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter. Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Payton against Rose. Payton drives in. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game. And Miami calls their first time out of the game. Well, it was a slow start to his rookie year for Payton, but he came along very strong.
Yeah, it looked really good for the Magic down the stretch. Even recorded his first triple-double. I think there will be more of those in his career.
And guys, for Payton, so many were talking him up as the best point guard of the class early. But it's never easy to adjust to the NBA speed, and it just took him a little bit of time.
And the Heat going with the whole new group on the floor. Cunningham, he's checked in for the Rockets. Ginobili comes in for Young. For Miami, they've gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first.
And guys, I think the next big step for Elfrid Payton is going to be getting his shot right. I mean, he has the tools to be an impact guard, but it's hard to create when you can't keep teams honest from deep.
Baseline J on the way. And there's Ginobili. That's good on the assist by Payton. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the Rockets?
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
Pass to McLemore. From downtown, Stokes with the rebound.
But sometimes it's more about what the defense is doing on that possession. They were all over him on the perimeter.
McCollum dishes to Miller. Can't cash in from close range. Rockets leading by 4. To the paint. It's stolen by Hickson. Shots good by Miller.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Now, here's Howard. Here's McLemore. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. So for the Heat, their last game, a loss to the Pelicans. It's tipped. It's stolen by McLemore. Ginobili with the ball. Butler covering. Howard kicks to Payton. And some nice passing there by Houston. Shot clock at 6. McLemore with the ball. He's against Miller. Offensive rebound. Cunningham. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket.
And that putback about as easy a bucket as you're going to get.
Exactly what happens when you don't box out, Greg.
Now here is Miller. Left side Butler. Back to Miller. The pass to Stokes. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. This is his first free throw of the game.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
And I know he's got to be upset at himself for shooting so poorly at the line. So I would think he'll be doing everything he can to bring those numbers up.
Derrick Rose is checked in for Miller. And then for Houston, Capella's checked in, and G's subbed in for Ben McLemore. Here's G. The dish to Cunningham. G passes to Cunningham. G, no good. For Miami, they've gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. The game now all time. Butler's got his first bucket in this one.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Now here's Brooks. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Dishes to Cunningham. And it's blocked. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball. Here's Brooks. 2 on the clock. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. Butler with the ball. Guarded now by Aaron Brooks. The 3 from McCollum. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. McCollum's got himself on the board with 3 there. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Ginobili outside. Kicks to Brooks. And they get it. Jump shot is good. We've got 1:23 left in the first. McCollum dishes to Rose. Feeds to Hickson. The shot by Butler. Nobody around. And the 3 off target. Houston's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give them 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
The Rockets shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
This season, in general, has not been kind to them at the free throw line. Only about 71%.
And, you know, you don't have to tell them what their free throw numbers are. I mean, they're well aware of it, believe me.
Andre Miller's checked in for Miami. To the inside. Here's G. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
There it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, just getting the ball into the post has to be option number 1 for them right now.
Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, but neither team really able to jump ahead.
Yeah, it reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Now here's Ginobili. G kicks to Brooks. They set the pick. 5 to shoot. That 3 off target had some space there after the little pump fake. Miller inside. And Capella sends it back. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. Puts it up off the inbound. At the end of 1, a closely contested game so far. Heat lead by 1. And the second quarter will get underway. Welcome back, folks. Thank you for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports as we get set to get going once again. Hey, during the break, players getting a chance to refuel and hydrate with some Gatorade as there is more basketball in store. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Miami, guys.
They seem to be a step slower, and that's one reason why they've been able to own the rebounding edge.
Well, the anticipation's been better. As the ball hits the rim, it's gone right to them. Solid job of them chasing it down and anticipating.
This is how the floor looks for the Rockets starting the second. They've got Alonzo G. Brooks out there with McDaniels. Then there's Anderson. And it's Capella in at the center, filling out the middle. From deep, Brooks. And he gets it back. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And the Heat making a change here. Rose is checked in. Picked by Mozgov. And it's Rose penetrating. Stolen away. And here's the fast break. G passes to Capella. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two. That one on Mozgov. The Rockets have not yet made a free throw in the game. 0 of 2 so far. That free throw missing. And he's good on the second. The Heat with the lead. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. There's the screen. Bosch dishes to Green. Picked by Mozgov. The drive by Green. It's rebounded by Houston.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And guys, mark that play right there because that could be the one that leads to a surge to break this thing wide open.
Bosch kicks to Mozgov. Bosch, the screen. Right side, Dang. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by G. And Brooks gets it to go. And the Rockets lead by 2.
The defense to start and ignite that play was terrific, and I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
And really look for them now to be even more aggressive on the defensive side. Try to come up with a few more steals. Well, I think it's been said about 1,000 times now how Coach Spoelstra started as a video coordinator with the Heat, but he's been with the organization for so long. They are starting to become synonymous.
He kicks it to G. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Brooks. Brooks has got 3 assists now in this one. Rose attacking. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. Greg, as you said, Spoelstra has been with the Heat for so long now in his 8th season. He was handpicked by Pat Riley to lead the team, and Clark kind of molded him in his image.
Yeah, and it was clear that Pat Riley believes in him and continues to believe in him. Coach Spoelstra has had very high expectations on his shoulders ever since taking over the team, and he's actually lived up to them.
It's tipped. Stolen by McDaniels. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Dang gets a wide open look. And he's good on the 3-ball. Dang's got 10.
A splendid pass that time by Rose.
Rose against Brooks. Capella, the pass to G. Just 4 to shoot. Mozgov grab. The Heat trail by 3. Rose against Brooks. From deep, Green. And there's the call on Bosch. That is his first foul of the game. Rockets leading by 3. Brooks with it. Shot clock at 5. From deep three-point range, Anderson. And he jams it with authority.
And the defense out of position on that possession, which allowed for him to get that offensive board.
Well said. Yes, he did. You're right, Greg. That's a tremendous jam on the putback.
What a great nose for the basketball he has, and such a strong finisher as well.
Now a timeout called by Miami. And for Kyle Anderson, he had so many traits, Greg, the Spurs were looking for when they drafted him back in 2014, but he spent pretty much the entire season on the pond.
Yeah, and you know that Coach Pop makes his guys earn their minutes. You know, he doesn't care if he took you in the first round or if you're an undrafted free agent. He's going to play the guy who helps his team win.
Houston making some changes. Monty Eunice is checked in for Capella. Young is subbed in for Alonzo G. Stokes kicks to McCollum. Leaps for it. Miller dishes to McCollum. Miami no good on that time either. Rockets leading by 5. Passes it to McDaniels. He feeds it to Monty Eunice. Houston gets it back. There's a screen by Monty Eunice. Brooks with it. Butler covering. Brooks with no one around. No luck. And it's Miami the other way.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Monty Eunice has the open look. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. Monty Eunice has got 8.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
Stolen by Anderson. Pass to Young. Back to Brooks. From deep. Again, the miss by Brooks.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys, but as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
Now, here is Miller. Monty Eunice with the steal. Rockets leading by 8. And here is Brooks. There's a screen by Monty Eunice. Anderson right side. Fires from 18. Hits the front of the rim and out. Miami's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. The dish to McCollum. Looking to end the drought. Brooks grabs the board.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets.
And guys, C.J. McCollum is a scoring-minded combo guard out of Lehigh. Was taken with the 10th pick back in 2013 and still looking to make a big impact in the NBA.
While McCollum has struggled with injury, he's broken a bone in each of the last 3 seasons dating back to college at Lehigh.
Yeah, and if he can stay healthy, I think he's got a bright future. He had a broken finger last season, and he broke his foot twice in the seasons prior, Kevin, just to embellish the injury situation. But he's got some ability.
And the Heat going with the whole new group on the floor. And then for Houston, Dwight Howard. He's checked in for Anderson. McLemore has come in for McDaniels. And it's Payton in for Aaron Brooks.
And he's really having all sorts of problems with his jumper right now.
Yeah, big time. I mean, the words that come to mind, ice and cold and disappearing stroke, all would apply.
Payton kicks to Howard. Offensive rebound. Young outside. Now McLemore. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Another miss by Houston.
Well, he's gone without a field goal, and that certainly is below par for him. His team has still found a way to get it done.
It's Bosch with the drive. The three. It's hauled in by the Heat. Mozgov's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Payton, good. Payton's got the lead up to 8 now for Houston.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
They better not. I mean, they've got to pad their lead anytime an opportunity presents itself, and that was a golden.
Bosch misses.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, you may not be as lucky next time down if you're the defense. You cannot allow him to get those kinds of looks.
11 feet away. Another miss for him. Now shooting 1 for 4 from the floor. Rose attacking. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
It is so hard to contain him. He just seems to get it done however he has to do it. Derrick Rose possesses a great skill set, ball handling, passing, and understanding of how to score. First rookie to ever win the All-Star Weekend Skills Challenge.
The feed to McLemore. The tray. It's hauled in by the Heat.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
Here's Rose. He dishes it to Mozgov. Dang. It's rebounded by McLemore.
It would have been something to see if he could hit that shot from that deep.
Greg, you know it. I know it. There aren't very many guys that can hit from out there. But he is one of them. That's the kind of range he has.
Rose against Payton. Rose passes to Green. Bosch, the screen. Clock at 6. Payton drives in. Montejunas. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Montejunas has got 5 points now in the quarter. Rose kicks to Bosch. Miami no good on that time either.
And offensively, they've gotten stuck on the perimeter, falling in love with the jumper.
And maybe shying away from contact a bit too, Greg. I mean, their free throw attempts are also down from the first quarter.
Here's McLemore. Cannot hit. Nice D from Dang.
And boy, has he been struggling big time here in the quarter.
Yeah, he's played tight. I mean, you can see it. No flow at all to his game right now.
Rockets leading by 7. Pass to Young. The 3. Bosch grabs the miss. Bosch has got his 5th rebound in this one. Rose kicks to Green. Back to Rose. They kick it out to Green. Bang for 3. And the shot is good. Tang's got 13.
Boy, they're getting a bunch more threes up here in the second quarter.
Yeah, and they're getting trigger happy. You can't win the game with one shot. You've got to vary it up. Challenge the defense.
Boy, he's just dangling from the rim after sending it through there.
You can see which team now has the swagger, Clark, right now.
Yeah, it's with them.
And guys, that swagger can backfire because you don't want to get your opponent a little too riled up.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Nick Young. That's his first foul. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Rose. He's got 9. And it's Bosch in the corner. Clock is at 3. And a miss there on the triple. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Rockets ahead, leading by 6. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter. Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. You look at Luol Deng in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, created a lot of quality shots for himself in that first half, and he knew when to pass it up when the double team came.
And that led to a very high points per shot number for him. For those of you that are into analytics, that stat really tells how efficient a player has been, and he's been very efficient so far.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters.
Excellent game we've seen from Luol Deng. 13 points, and he's drained 3 3-point bombs so far.
Don't stop. Don't hesitate. Keep firing from out there when the shot's falling like this.
Deng and Bosch, your small and power forwards. Green out there with Rose. And it's Mozgov in at the 5. So that's who Eric Spoelstra starts the second half with.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one, short stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
Young's shot is off. The Heat trailed by 6. Bosch kicks to Rose. Picked by Mozgov. Rose dishes to Mozgov. Deng passes to Bosch. Heat moving the ball around. Outside Deng. Young with the steal. And it's Houston on the break. The shot by Payton, no good.
Been a cold spell for them coming out of the half, missing their first 3 shots. A tough start.
Mozgov kicks to Rose. Outside Green. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. On its way from Rose for 2. No good off the back of the rim. Payton with the ball. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Shots good from Young.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
They've been committing a lot of turnovers, and I imagine that's exactly what they're talking about right now. They need to tighten it up.
And the Heat call time here.
And guys, you know, we've talked about it before, but it bears repeating. Dwight Howard may be the best overall rebounder in the last decade. 5 times out of the last 8 years, he's led the league in rebounding. That's almost impossible to do in the modern NBA.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. The Heat trailed by 9. Miller kicks to Butler. Hicks in a screen. Butler dishes to Miller. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. Howard is still Clark, an efficient rebounder, still prolific in fact, but he's no longer dominant. Last year he had not one 20-plus rebound game. Tell me the last time that happened.
Well, you know, this being Dwight's 12th season in the league, Kevin, a lot of wear and tear on him. I think he's trying to fight through it, and he's still very much more than serviceable. Wants to get a ring, and he's doing his part to try to make that happen.
There's a screen by Modi Yunus. Clock at 4. Houston needs to get a shot off. Looking to get back on track here. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Hickson a screen. Hickson sets the screen for Miller. There's the pass to McCollum. Hickson kicks to Miller. Miami no good on that time either.
That's a big donut, folks, here to start the second half. 4 straight they've missed.
Dishes to McLemore. Takes a three. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. Payton's got his 8th assist in the game. Miller outside. Hickson a screen. Kicks to McCollum. Wants to get it to Butler and does. The jump shot from the baseline is right on target. Butler's got his 2nd basket.
And they get one. Now 1 of 5 here in the 3rd.
Payton kicks to Howard. Feeds it to McLemore. Howard setting the pick for McLemore. Shot clock at 5. Here's Moniunas. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Moniunas has got the lead up to 11 now for the Rockets. Pass to Hickson. Outside Butler. He kicks it to Miller. Hickson a screen on Payton. And it's Miller penetrating. Payton with the ball. And it's Miller picking him up. Moniunas kicks to McLemore. He feeds it to Howard. Stripped away. To the paint. That one's in there. Rocket lead is cut to just 9 on the basket from Butler. Butler's got 6.
Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target.
Payton passes to Young. Payton dishes to Young. Some solid defense from Butler. For Miami, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the 3rd. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
The Heat making a switch here. Deng's checked in. Pass to McLemore. Young against Deng. Payton kicks to Howard. The kick out to Young. There's a screen by Moniunas. Again, Young missing.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
Now here's McCollum. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
And they're having a lot of trouble at the line today. And unfortunately, it's the kind of day we've seen this team have a lot.
Dante Cunningham's checked in for Houston. Ginobili comes in for Ben McLemore. Young pass to Cunningham. There's the dish to Ginobili. Down low. And he gets it to go. And the Rockets lead by 7.
And a sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
Butler dishes to Hickson. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
The D was all over it. They just couldn't react in time to stop that quick reverse.
And here is Payton. Screened by Howard. Manu Ginobili on the wing. Butler with the steal. Deng kicks to McCollum. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
That is such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
And it's one thing to get the steal, but to so alertly turn it into a transition opportunity, even better.
No good from Ginobili.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Back to Deng. Butler kicks to Hickson. It's intercepted. Ginobili with the ball. Butler covering. Ginobili attacking. The kick out to Young. The Rockets again can't hit.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
And there's the feet to Hickson. He dishes it to McCollum. Stokes the pass to McCollum. And that is good. Now just a 1-point Rocket lead.
That was the third straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical. Be more aggressive.
The game's just far too easy right now when it comes to attacking the basket. They have got to do better.
For Miami, they've gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. And they double up Butler. Knocked away. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Butler.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
A different look for Miami. Wash comes in for J.J. Hickson. And it's Rose in for C.J. McCollum. And the Rockets with possession here. They've led by as many as 11 points. Ginobili, that's good.
A wide open three. They need much better communication defensively.
And the Heat call time here.
Manu Ginobili is one of the toughest guys you'll ever meet. That goes not just for the NBA, but any sport. I mean, a true competitor in every sense of the word.
On the topic of Ginobili, he's the guy who, when things aren't going well for your team, takes things into his own hands. He takes over, tries to coordinate. His will to win is, as Greg Popovich will tell you, out of this world.
I mean, you know, he's not just physically tough, but as mentally tough as anybody, arguably, who's ever played the game. What a big-time performer and a big shot maker.
Mozgov, he's checked in for the Heat. Green comes in for Rasul Butler. And then for Houston, Capella's checked in, and Alonzo G subbed in for Nick Young. Outside Bosch. No good on the triple.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
And the foul on Derrick Rose. That is his first foul of the game. They set the pick. Pass to Brooks. From the stripe. That falls. Nice feed that time for Manu Ginobili. 6 points for Aaron Brooks.
What a pass by the fearless Manu Ginobili. Great teamwork.
Rose attacking. That's a 2 from Dang. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall. Dang's got 15 points.
Even though it went down, I don't think that's the kind of look they should be settling for.
Ginobili left side. Leans from outside. Can't get it to go. Great D that time from Green. On the wing, Green. Dang for 3. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
And you know what? He's got a new BFF. It's the triple.
And it has been his BFF today anyway. Most of his points have been courtesy of the deep ball.
The Heat have gone 8 of 13 on shot attempts to begin the second half. Here's Rose. A good look from Dang. Chance there to take the lead. Missing.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
Yeah, heat check or not, I don't care how hot he may or may not be. He's not making that one.
There's the pick. And Ginobili. Here we go. 4 on the shot clock. Here's G. Miami grabs the miss. Mozgov's got his 6th rebound on the night.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
7 lead changes now, and we're just in the third quarter.
Yeah, each side having a tough time staying in front.
Yeah, frustrating for a coach, but it's great to watch as a fan.
Brooks kicks to Cunningham. The pass to Ginobili. Count it! And he'll have a chance for a three-point play. That one on Mozgov.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
Rose goes in. Mozgov kicks to Bosch. And Dante Cunningham gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
For Miami, they have gone 7 of 11 from the line.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
And guys, that's really an upgrade over how they shot last season. Not a huge upgrade, but an upgrade nonetheless. How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
Rose goes in. He feeds it to Bosch. Here's Green. Great D on that shot, and it's off the mark. We're at the end of the third, and we've... And we're set to start the action up here in the fourth quarter, and if it's anything like the first... three, we should be in for a treat. Now Brooks. Fourth quarter on the court for the Rockets. They've got Anderson. Brooks is out there with McDaniels. Then it's G, and it's Capella in at the 5 spot.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
That doesn't go either for Green. Houston leading by 3. Brooks with it. Now Green defending. Wide open look. G, no good.
I tell you what, folks, I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
Here's Rose. Back to Mozgov. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
My goodness, he sure can get off the ground.
One of the best in the business for sure. You're right.
I tell you what, he is an imposing finisher around the rim. He makes it look a little too easy.
Anderson dishes to McDaniels. Anderson a screen on Green. A stupendous finish in traffic. And the Rockets lead by 3.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
To tie it up. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Rose has got his 7th assist in the game.
The defenders need to recognize and be alert to staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Dishes it to McDaniels. Kicks it to G. A 3 ball. There's the bucket. Good.
And how about that? Responding to the three-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
Terrific little tay-to-tay going on right now. Back and forth. Here we go.
The drive by Green. Mozgov. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
Feeds to McDaniels. Rose against Brooks. Top of the key, McDaniels. Can't get it to go. Miami's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Passes it to Bosch. He kicks to Mozgov. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. Mozgov with the steal. And then Bosch with the jam. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
This game, as close as it's been, you really hate to see it come to an end.
I agree.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
Another miss by Houston. He'd have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And there was a question of whether or not Derrick Rose would be able to get back to his former self. At times last season, you could see him back in that MVP form.
J.J. Hickson, he's checked in for Mozgov. And a switch here also for Houston. Then McLemore, he's checked in for G. From deep, McLemore. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. McLemore's got it all tied up now for the Rockets. And with Rose again, he showed flashes last season of his level of play, Clark, before the injury.
Yeah, exactly. And you hate to see any player go down with injuries, especially a talent like Derrick Rose. He still needs to show that he can regain that high level of NBA play for an entire season. I think that's just a matter of time, Kevin.
J.J. Hickson. And just as J.J. Hickson seemed to be finding some rhythm in his career, Clark, last season happened. His production dropped like a rock.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, after 2 straight years where he was starting, last season he was asked to come off the bench. And for J.J. Hickson, that just did not seem to be a good fit.
And the Rockets making a change here. Montejunas is checked in. Brooks, the pass to Montejunas. Shoots a fader. That's short off the rim.
And getting back to J.J. Hickson, he's forever had the size and strength to get it done. His problems have always been that lack of discipline and an unrefined set of tools. I mean, unfortunately, last season highlighted those flaws.
And the Heat call time here.
Talking about Hickson, every time you count him out, he surprises you with a streak of inspired play. Then every time you count him back in, he puts up a dud. Hard guy to figure out right now.
Yeah, I think he just sees some things that can be improved and wants to get everybody back on the same page.
And usually that, to me, is a good use of the timeout. I mean, if there's something that he's noticed that can give his team a lift, I think he's got to try to take advantage of that.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Eric Spoelstra was saying to his team. He's looking for whatever they have left in the tank. He said, I know it's been a hard-fought game, but now's not the time to leave anything in reserve. If you're tired, come out. Otherwise, I expect you to be going all out full speed. Guys?
No! And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
And McLemore gets the Montejunas. The Rockets with another miss.
Fadeaway was the right shot there because it got his attempt away from the defender, but the touch was poor.
It's stolen by McLemore.
Yeah. I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is the 2 points, not the dramatic.
Oh, come on, Clark. He had to go for it, didn't he?
Yeah, but hey. He's an athlete, and I can't fault him for that one, although if he missed it, I might have.
McCollum dishes to Hickson. Out left to the wing. 5 on the clock. McCollum, no good.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Here's Brooks to take the lead. Here's McDaniels. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Brooks. McDaniels got 4 this quarter. Boy, right down to the wire here, Clark. Still anyone's ball game.
Both teams really invested now. I mean, this is the type of game you love to win, and you'd hate to lose it.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win.
Luol really making a difference here.
He's dialed in from long range. They got to stay in his hip pocket and deny him the catch.
Now a timeout called by Houston. Rasul Butler's checked in for Miami. The Rockets also changing it up. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Anderson. Young comes in for KJ McDaniels. And it's Payton in for Brooks. Howard with a screen on Miller. Payton kicks to Howard. Yunus misses the jumper.
Boy, have they been hitting the glass hard or what? Kind of surprising in such a tight game.
Yeah, they've had their chances, and they're playing with passion. They've just got to tighten up on the execution. They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
On its way from Young for 2. Can't get it to go. But he go the other way with it. Outside Butler. He feeds it to McCollum. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. 10 points for C.J. McCollum.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists. And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run, don't you think? Clark to the hoop for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
Here's Payton. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Andre Miller. And look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Heat.
Fantastic passing. We saw it in the first half, and it's carried over here in the second.
You know, they're taking care of business in the paint, too. Those are valuable points they've been getting down low.
And he gets it to go. And that's now 10 points for Butler.
And they're scoring much more efficiently here in the second half, and they've gotten that field goal percentage above 50.
I tell you what, any team will take that. I mean, if you're shooting over 50%, it means you're getting the kind of looks you want on offense, and you're being smart about it, and you're knocking down the good shots that you get.
Here's Hickson. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Ooh, quick hands on the steal, and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
Howard, the pass to Payton. And stolen by Miller. Pass to Hickson. Good ball movement here by Miami. They set the pick. Butler kicks to Stokes. And it's sent back by Howard. Butler against Payton. Here's Yunus. Misses the 3.
You know, they built their lead here by doing all the little things well.
And one of those little things, Clark, has been rebounding. They've come out and taken complete control of that glass.
Timeout called the Heat. And the Rockets making a change here. Ginobili's checked in. Here is Rose. pick by Mozgov. It's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. Here's Rose. Here's Green. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
And he can't hit the second.
Nothing seems to be going down for him today.
Payton with the ball. And Rose picks him up defensively. Howard setting the pick for Ginobili. Young outside. 6 on the shot clock. Pulls up on the wing. It's hauled in by the Heat. Rose has got 3 rebounds now in this one. And it's Mozgov in the corner. Dang for 3. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Down low. Deflects the pass. Mozgov with the steal. Here's Bosch. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
And Clark, that's really deflating for a team to cough up the ball and have it turn into points immediately on the other end.
You know, Greg, it feels like giving up 2 baskets, the one you didn't get, and then the one you allow the opponent to get.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
And both free throws good for Payton. 1:29 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Rose with the ball. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
And it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way.
And really just a lack of awareness on his part. Just no idea he was right near the line.
Miami's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for Miami.
You know, Clark, their big advantage was points in the paint.
Well, they pounded that ball inside, Kevin, and operated down low. It worked for them consistently.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year. Actually, their 5th win on the year.
And while it's a team game, you can't win without guys showing up. And that was the case tonight for Derrick Rose. Every inch of the floor was his tonight as he came out and injected an energy into every play.
Timeout called, the Heat. They're ahead by 10. There's 21 seconds left to play in the final quarter. What's your take, guys?
You know, I'm not sure why you call a timeout this late. I mean, the game is more or less over.
I think they might just be taking a few extra seconds to enjoy the win. Is that plausible?
Or maybe just rubbing it in. That's possible.
There's 21 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Now here's Dragic. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their